You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked. You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever's broken can be fixed.
Your abilities are truly amazing.
If you don't see, there is a bit more in the back. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Welcome to Reliant Medical. If you're injured or sick, we can almost certainly assist you.
Well, judging by the looks of you, you're in need of some medical attention. We can certainly help.
Well, you've certainly come to the right place.
May you remain in... Good health.
There's something to be said for brain, you know? Just by walking through that door, you've shown... I'm sure we can find something that suits you.
It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery? Don't do this. We're making history here. We'll deal with the Starborn. Together.
This Starborn pushing back against us is simply one more sign that we are onto something important. We cannot abandon the mission now.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this journey doesn't turn us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done. Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need hands. Console parts, replacement wires that have burned out, some fixes to the intercom between the station and the lodge. Yeah, and I have. Need more than just the you and I. Asked around. A few constellations are already on their way up.
Now isn't the best time, but I need to talk with you.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it? There's certainly precedent, isn't there? We've been operating for a while now on the fringes of what humans, know and understand. Why rule anything out? I just think we should be open-minded, keep everything on the table. You could argue we've been veering into the supernatural for a while now. You yourself have powers that seem to defy logical explanation. It's the argument I have with Walter every other week. Science and reason have their place, but so does faith. We have all of them at our disposal, and I don't for 1 second believe they're mutually exclusive. Take care of yourself. Bet you never expected to end up involved in something like this.
I want you helping Vladimir when you can. We can't find more artifacts without the Eye. We should head to the station.
Ask.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it? Stay safe, okay?
Not my first time in a hostile negotiation, as you well know. Admittedly, I usually know more about who I'm facing off against. I'm very interested in what Noel can learn from the scans. The technology on that ship was impressive, to say the least. If there's a chance, we could learn enough to duplicate some of it. That's certainly true. And it also wouldn't hurt to give Stroud Eklund an advantage in the marketplace. Oh, right. I was afraid you were going to bring that up again. Very well. Let's see if I embarrass myself or not. My colleagues, I venture out into the darkness of space once again. Many of you have expressed concern. At my age, you say, surely the risks are too great. Surely Sebastian Banks has earned a rest. Nonsense, I say. To go out into the unknown, to brave the possibility of never coming back, to ignite the spark of hope that humanity will find answers out there in the stars, that is all I have ever wanted. If this last expedition is my time, then I say, I have been fortunate. I have been fortunate to leave, surrounded by people who could not be more different from one another, but who share a common purpose. That, dare I say, I am fortunate. My soul has a home it can always come back to. And that was the last thing Sebastian Banks ever said in the lodge before he disappeared. And Constellation has been waiting for him to come home ever since. I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon. There's no fooling you. Don't worry, this is a much lower stake opportunity. My Star Yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and steer it in the right direction. Interested? As you know, I'm a busy man, running a company, helping to manage Constellation's financial needs. It doesn't leave me with much time to get into the weeds with every little business venture that comes my way. Besides, think of this as a rare opportunity to help shape the future of a major consumer brand. Of course, now that I know you're interested. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now, I don't know why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done. R&D needs to happen first whenever work starts on a new project. It's a natural stalling point since we need to make so many big decisions. In this case, we're talking about looking at our existing fleet of ships and using data we've gathered to see what consumers want. But of course, each member of the R&D team can interpret that data to suit their own confirmation bias. I'm guessing that's what we're seeing here. To be honest, I prefer it. I have professional designers, and obviously they can't do the job. They're floundering. And as I've seen firsthand, you dabble in all spectrums. Blue-collar work, exploration, fighting. I could go on. What better person to tell those overpaid muckety-mucks how to build a ship for the discerning consumer? Excellent. I'll send word ahead to the project lead, Jules Degante, that you're taking point. They'll all be instructed to listen to you and follow your direction. I expect big things from you, so I'm excited to see what you manage to deliver. I don't believe you'll let me down.
Another day, another credit. One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good. I can't complain. My boss told me yesterday that I'm one of the best janitors she's ever hired. Feels great to be appreciated. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired. Like I said before, I love my job, but it can be a lot of hard, tiring work. My last Terracino's worn off, I guess. Ah, no worries at all. I was just thinking out loud. Don't trouble yourself on my account. Take care.
Can't say I'll have what you need, but you're welcome to look. You see something you like, just say the word. Stay safe out there.
It's cliche, but it's thing about the trade business. Be my guest. If you need anything else, You know where to find us.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is
How are you?
Anything I need some work done? Okay, no problem.
is pleasant to see you. Captain, do you require my assistance? I will await your next order here.
Welcome back.
Station LO868. You need the eye? Got your ping loud as a bell. Eyes ready to let you aboard.
mining on the schedule today?
Good day, Captain.
Hey, you mind helping me weld up some of these panels? I miss coming up here. You should visit Vlad more often.
Dad, why can't I use the welder?
Just pick up the welder. Nothing to it. Done in a jiff. Let me just check a few more things.
Nice work! Didn't burn your hand off. That's a win.
This scanning equipment needs to be installed. I could use your help. If you could help me install these parts. Some of these seem to be a mixture of adapters from older tech. If you could help. I think we are done. Thank you. Thank you again.
Some software. Want to test the computer over there? Helped Vladimir code up this system the first time. Now, how did this work again? If you could just hit the computer over there. I need to be watching on my end. supposed to happen. I think. I'd have to check with Vlad on this one.
You color the wrong wires. Station showing red. Bad. Invoking the guilty creed. Station's old. Fixes won't be done in a day's end, though.
Knew I should have fixed that faulty code when we worked on it the first time, Vlad. My past comes back to me once again. I can stick around until it's sorted.
No need for the martyr's clothes, but I'm happy to have the help. As for you, while we're giving the eye the swords, need to tip your ear on another matter when you got the time.
I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately. Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice. Oh, sorry, I got ahead of myself there. Remember a bit ago we were talking about Constellation? I've just been thinking about it since. And Irvin, my husband, used to be in Constellation way back when. So my mind jumped to thinking about him. So I was listening to these old messages to hear his voice. No, I apparently read at least a few of these. I just don't remember. It was a difficult time. I guess I didn't think of it that way, but yes, it was sad. It was all so comforting, though. So, most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there. But the message was garbled after that. Kind of. I mean, it depends, right? If it's something that's still happening today, then I care. Just wait, listen. The point is that I found an encrypted message where one shouldn't be. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset. No, he was frustrated and angry. He said they were going to destroy his name. He said they were going to destroy his life if he didn't leave the planet now. Then he asked me to help clear his name. Said they had a case against him. Oh, he sounded so upset. Yes. Hearing his voice in so much pain was very difficult. Oh, I wish I had noticed this message when he sent it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help. No, I just thought it was garbled. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. Not exactly sure, but he mentioned a court case. So I think there's a paper trail. His former employers had some job he took before he died. I think it was a mining company. I understand that. Trust me. But I still want to know what happened. He mentioned a court case. So there's a paper trail. Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes. He knows how to navigate archived and redacted legal documents, so he'll look for anything to do with Irvin on Gagarin. If those documents are protected, he might have to pay to access them. Might need to grease some palms, too. That makes sense. Irvin was one of us, after all. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him, even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense? No, I know I can't. I just don't want whoever hurt him to get away with it, if that's what happened. You're right. It is what it is. But being able to find out answers, maybe even right some wrongs, that could mean a lot. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything.